This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.
Businesses, you got to promote fights. You know, you have to. There's a lot more to it than just training and fighting at this level. You know, you gotta be able to do it all. And if he wasn't ready to do, you know, this sort of thing and do the PR stuff, then he's not ready to be champion.
You want to fight BJ Penn next?
Maybe not next, but yeah, I definitely want to fight BJ. You know, I want to fight the best guys in the world. You know? Yeah, I'd be in for it. You know, it's you know, I got, you know, BJ he's a great fighter. He's one of the top welterweights in the world, and you know, if that fight is offered again, I'd take it for sure.
You see BJ won in the first fight. What do you think?
Yeah, the first fight, you know, I thought, you know, I maybe would have given BJ the nod in the first fight, just because I think that there's got to be a little bit of reform with this, you know, with the judging system, the scoring system. I think that, you know, damage and overall, you know, the overall fight should be considered instead of the 10-point must system that they use in boxing, which I don't think is, you know, it doesn't apply very well to mixed martial arts, and we see that with a lot of these questionable decisions.
He shows up, do you not get the shot anymore? Does he get it back? Were you concerned about that? Did you discuss that?
Before Carlos takes that, I'll jump in. Once we knew Carlos was in, we knew Nick wasn't coming. So the decision was pretty clear that Carlos was going to be the guy fighting for the belt. So you could ask Carlos about his emotional reaction, but I think it's clear to point out that we went into that press conference knowing that Carlos was going to be the fighter. And when I say going in, I mean in that hour prior to the press conference, Dana was finalizing the deal with Carlos.
Carlos, Nick Diaz versus George St-Piere. Your opinion, who wins?
I had George winning the fight. You know, he does what he does so well, and you know, I know Nick is a dangerous opponent, and, you know, poses some problems for guys. But and I thought that that George was going to take it.
But Nick has a puncher's chance.
Yeah, of course. You know, he has some unorthodox striking style that works very well for him. But George is, you know, he's you know, he's so powerful, and, you know, he's you know, I imagine, you know, I didn't think that George would necessarily finish him, but I figured that he would get the decision.
And do you look at yourself as a fighter as a savage, or do you think you're more of a cerebral fighter?
A little bit of both. You know, I think that I take a very tactical approach to fights, but, you know, when I get in there and the blood's flowing and you know the sweat's pouring off you, you know, I kind of go to, you know, a more primal place. So, you know, I think that that's pretty accurate.
So killer.
You know, I've had some tough spots in my life, and you know, growing up was it's kind of a mixed bag, and I had some crazy stuff go on, and you know, I've kind of taken that and you know, everything, all the negative things that have happened, all the positive things, and I try to harness that and kind of you know, focus that and use that as energy and motivation when I step in the cage.
How came up with Natural Born Killer? How did that come up?
They filmed that movie around where I grew up. You know, they filmed that movie in New Mexico, and yeah, so I just like I said, I thought it described my fighting style pretty well. I used to put NBK on my shorts, and it wasn't even a nickname. And then eventually, you know, they're like, hey, well, what's your nickname? It was actually when I did the Rumble on the Rock tournament, and you know, I just, you know, actually, you know, I just told them I'm the Natural Born Killer.
I'm here at the gun store, and I'm ready to lock and load. They say what happens here stays here. So how about something you'll never forget?
This is the adult Disney World right here.
Like hitting up the shooting range just a few miles off the strip at the one and only gun store.
I've never shot a gun before, so...
This is going to be great. You're going to like learning to drive at the Indy 500.
Turns out, I'm a natural.
Oh, whoa! That is awesome!
Right.
You did point it.
Machine guns, rifles, Glock, no weapon off limits.
This is probably one of the very few places in the world you can shoot one of these without having someone shoot back at you.
Never shot a gun before? No problem.
There's no license required by you. You just have to be big enough.
Perfect for bachelor or bachelorette parties. Lots of packages to choose from. There's even a VIP range.
We give refreshments. It's private. It's quiet.
Purchase your own at the gun store or just stop by for a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Come right on down here. We'll put a gun in your hand. You can be on a range in 15, 20 minutes. No problem.
I love it.